lens. Just clean that lens. It's been a crazy few days. And
Wayfair presents Drugs. Let's unroll a new look with top
hang
styles
on a
and
second
low
here.
prices, all with fast and free shipping.
I'm not going to make you guys sit through that twice. Okay, on to live chat. Hi, Journey. Well, thank you. There we go. That was the night we went out to see Big Sugar. Now, I've made a decision. Hey, I want to show you something. Hey, Dave, how's Yeehaw Junction? Right. Here is a big spool of thread, and it's blue, so it's kind of neutral, and it was just laying around. I have a bag full of these in different colors, so I decided to use it up, and I filled my bobbins. I filled the bobbins. Some of these, one bobbin I had to throw away. So what I have decided is I'm doing this quilt 9x7. 9 long, 7 wide, and that way, if I have to put a border of plaid around it, then I can do it evenly without making the ends bigger than the, you know what I mean? Because if it was cubed, and I want it to be longer than it is wide, right? So here's what's going on. I'm pinning here. I'll tell you guys, I've had a few days. It's been a few days, and I'm sorry I haven't been with you guys. But hang on a second. This is doing its weird thing here. Hang on. Do it like, whoops, don't do that. Now that might be a bit too big. There we go. So I didn't sleep great. I slept a couple of hours, and then my son got off his night shift, and I talked to him for a couple of hours. And by the time I was done, it was almost time for Howie to get up. So I thought, well, I'm awake, right? I don't always make him breakfast anymore. So I went ahead and made him breakfast and made his lunch and stuff. It's been a crazy few days, and I'm amazed that it's Thursday. Let me put it to you that way. I am totally amazed that it's Thursday, because my brain has just. I had to go to Ottawa yesterday and fix some banking issues that were going on, and I had to pick Howie up from work. And once we fixed our banking issues, then of course I had to switch a whole bunch of people over, like companies over that that were going with the new banking stuff. So it was a crazy day, and everybody knows how I hate driving into the city, but what had to be done had to be done. So I feel like I've missed a couple of days, because there was a couple of days I didn't actually sleep. So I'm doing better. I'm not afraid to tell you folks that I just got out of bed at 11:30, and I've been trying to get, I got my supper on the go, spaghetti. I actually froze that soup, in 2 packages. What is the purple crown? What does it do? Oh, that's just, I don't know. It's just one of those things. Somebody will tell you how to shut it off. It's just, I guess, how many times you comment or something. I don't know. It's nothing, really. Oh, this is my first cup of tea of the day, too. So this is the second last row, I think. And I don't know why that is. So I'm just going to kind of pin. I'm just going to kind of pin a few things here. I just want to make sure that these rows, do what they're supposed to do. You know what I mean? And some of these spots are really, really thick. So I pin them to make sure they are, in a good place. You know what I mean? To make sure all my rows even up. I've been having really wild dreams. Now, there was some kind of, we had the beaver supermoon was last night. And being really, really close to Halloween, it's the energies were really different. Another reason why I wasn't sleeping well. And also, we've had, it's not a solar flare, it's something else where there's like a big dark spot on the sun, and it was throwing the Schumann resonance off, and people were hearing more ringing in their ears, getting less sleep, and just generally being restless and anxious. That's the kind of energies. I think people forget that we are connected to the sun and the moon. You know what I mean? So I just, it's been a week. I manage. I'm pretty sure things are going to start calming down now. So, all right, I've almost got this row pinned on. Go. I love that photo of you in the thumbnail. Oh yeah, well we were out seeing Big Sugar. We were seeing Big Sugar, and I wore my hair down because, you know, it was a cool night, and I was okay with that. I did take, you know, pins and an elastic with me just in case I needed to put my hair up. I'm telling you guys, if I had found a hairdresser, I would have gotten half of my hair cut off. I'm really tempted to get a good, you know, foot cut off my hair, get all the ends tidied up, and get a proper set of bangs done. I'm tired of cutting my own hair. I really am. Oh yeah, yesterday, after barely sleeping, I just got to sleep at about 4 yesterday. And then my neighbor started hammering at 7 o'clock in the morning. So I was like, oh, no, dude, no. And then because I've reset my phone to factory settings, I got a call from Nicaragua at 8 o'clock. So that's when I decided to get up yesterday. And that was the trip into Ottawa and all that stuff, making phone calls. And yeah, I'm pretty sure we're just about done with all the organizational sides of what we've been what we've been doing. So, all righty, we're almost, oh no, if I do a short haircut, it's back to don't look at my hair because it does what it wants. You know what I mean? It just really does what it wants. So, all right, now, let me see how many I've got on here. I think this is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so this is the second last row. So let's get this sewn on and then put together the last row. Oh no, I mean like just below my shoulders, because it's down the middle of my back, and it goes, and it's, you know, the way I cut it, I accidentally layered it wrong. And no, I want it so I can put it up in a bun and in a ponytail. It's so much hair that it's falling out. Like every time I take out my bun or whatever, or brush it, I get a whack of hair. So, all right, let's get on. Let's get on. I can't believe it's Thursday. It feels like Tuesday to me. I like girly. I do like it girly. Hey, honeydew. Okay. I mean, I know there's a lot of people that like my hair short, and it certainly is convenient, but it's not for me. I cut my hair really short, and people start asking me what my pronouns are. And not that that's a bad thing. It's, you know, people have been conditioned to be respectful about people's pronouns. It's just not me. And I hate having to answer that question. Anybody wants to know what my pronouns are, they're Mrs. That's my pronouns. And if I've got it wrong or I don't understand them, well, that's that too. All right, so we got this nice, now this is cotton thread. So I had to put a little piece of fabric under the thing so it wouldn't flop that way. Okay. All righty. Okay. Pull that out. So, once I have this last row on, I will lay this out and see how big it actually is. Howie, I'm not going to use the original blanket in it because it's all tangled up with, patches and bits of the original backing and stuff. So Howie was going through some stuff down the basement, and he found a really nice, big, blue, sucky, fleecy blanket. And so I'm going to actually, yeah, I made some of these too. They're going to be puckered in spots, that's for sure. And I think I'll use that for the lining so that he doesn't, anything thinner would, I don't want to dip this in my tea. He'd feel the chunkiness of the top through, and I don't want him to feel the clunkiness. I want him to feel just the weight and the warmth, right? Okay. Okay, this is the way we're going here. Where am I pinned? Okay, here. All right. I'm going to take this pin out ahead because this is a really lumpy seam there. What's going on, Jolie? I'm sorry I can't constantly watch the chat. Oh, Scheisenheimer. See, this is why I like to pin. Okay, I have to snip this thread out here. Oh my goodness. Whoops. All right, Bev, you want to pin this. Right. Pin this right there. Oh my goodness. All right. I got some Christmas shopping done later, or yesterday, on my way home. Some stuff for Briar and some stuff for Arthur. I want to get them done because they're almost done. They're almost done. I'm getting Arthur a big crock pot and I'm getting Briar a kettle. But it's a fancy kettle, you know what I'm saying? It's automatically shuts off, and you can put it at simmer, or you can put it at keep it hot until I get to it kind of thing, and it lights up, and it's glass and glows in different colors and all that weird stuff. To me, as long as it shuts off without, because I'm getting to that age where kettles I'll walk away and do something else, Not that I'm being forgetful or old or anything. It's just, like when I got up, hang on here. Where are you? Get over here. It was, do some dishes because I wasn't home yesterday. It was, feed the dog, put the dog out, do some dishes. I still have a load of laundry to put on. Oh, I hear you. I hear you, Jolie. I know mouth pain. Trust me. I have an appointment with the denturist on the 11th, and we will figure it out. You know, I'm going to let him figure out, like, should I get all my teeth pulled out at once? If my dentist won't do it, then I will let the denturist recommend a dentist that will. I think they have to have an anesthesiologist, a license, and I'm not sure my dentist has that, because I need to be put out and have the rest of my teeth taken out. I'm not doing it in 3 sittings with freezing. You know what I mean? Oh. Make sure I haven't left any pins. Oh my goodness. And to the folks who are with the Reading with Beverly Wolfie channel, I'll do some readings. I'll do a reading either this afternoon or tomorrow afternoon. I know I have been, it's just been an absolute crazy week. That's all there is. You know what I mean? All right. Last block on here. And then I'll show it to you. So far, I've got one more to take the pin out. Uh-oh, my thread came out. Oh, now I see why. All right, it was wrapped around there. All righty. Have a sip of tea. I don't know. I don't know. I might. I don't know. As for decorating, I'm not going to do a lot of that this year. There'll be the tree in the corner here. There'll be my my garland over the wall here by that divides the kitchen and the dining room. There'll be the Christmas tree. And I like, last year the tree never actually got fully decorated because I waited for my grandson and my sons to come, and then it was all over in a matter of, like, you know, Edward got bored really quick. So, you know, the tree remained half decorated in testament to my grandson. This year, I'm decorating it. I don't know what we're all doing it for Christmas this year. So I'm gonna get it on the 1st of December or around the 1st of December because I get Fraser furs and they don't even start smelling till they've been in the house for 2 weeks, right? But here's something you need to remember, folks. Always cut this much off the trunk, the bottom of the trunk, because they've been sitting in lots. And if you put that trunk in a pot and put water in it, it won't soak up the water. So you have to cut it off and then use room temperature to warm, not hot, water. And the tree will pull the water up faster and last longer. Oh, I hear ya. I hear ya. Okay. Are all the pins out? Okay, now. Let's have a look. Oh, I'm going to lay it out in a quilt frame and I'll be back and grab the phone to show you, okay? I still have one more row to put on, but this is... Oh, God, I almost tripped over record. The danger of live streaming. All right, you ready to see? We have one more row to put on. Here, I'll take you over to, gotta unplug this. Oh, I'm covering the camera so you don't get seasick. That's not bad. This is actually the length of it. And I'm going to put one more row on the bottom. Or on the top. I don't think it matters which. And then I'm going to put a 3-inch plaid border all the way around. And I think I'll do it in this. What do you think? All right, I can't see the chat. I'll take you back to the table. Oh. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down, I wish. I'll never forget. My cousin Aunt Mary Jane and I were walking down Pape Avenue. Come here, you. One day with her mom. I think I was 12 and she was 13 or 14, and it was winter and the sidewalk was slippery, and my Aunt Toots I'm built like my Aunt Toots. And we were walking behind her, and she kind of slipped, her feet slipped sideways, and she recovered. And Mary Jane started laughing and saying, "Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down." And it was very kind of disrespectful, but Aunt Toots understood. She always after she got over her scare, she always understood a good joke. Okay, we got to make one last. It's not beautiful, folks. It's not a beautiful quilt. It's a quilt made up of bits and pieces, and a lot of them were from Arthur's second quilt I ever made him when he was a toddler. And it was made out of my maternity coat and my sister's coat. My sister's coat did not survive the process of, okay, now, what end am I going to put this on? I think it'll be, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this is the end that I want to put it on. And I'm probably going to end up having doubles, but we'll see. All right, now, all I need to know is which way the first one's going. It's going this way. This way. 1, 2. 1, 2, there, 2, 3, 4. That's my maternity coat right there. Oh, you can't see. Okay, there we go. 2, 3, 4. Oh, I have another one. Good. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Do I have any other ones? Eight. To make sure I don't have any ones I've missed. 8 and 9. Ugly as that is, it has to have the we have to have the contrast. Okay. So today I will get this row finished. No, this is the last row. This is the last row, Dave. All right, so I flip this over. And away we go. Can you hear the hammering? Can you hear that hammering? That is actually on the other side of the house where my bedroom window was open, and it was louder. It woke me up because we're in a bit of a holler here. So sound really carries. My neighbors must have thought I was insane when I had Briar and I would have our fights. Holy smokes. Okay. Where are you? There you are. Here I was making grand plans of doing 3 quilts before Christmas. I'll be lucky to get 2 done. Tomorrow I'm going to sit at my quilt frame, and I hope everybody enjoyed their life with the Wolfies. Soup and whoops. Okay. I actually froze the rest of that soup because I didn't want to give Howie soup. I'll give it to him. We'll have it another day. I mean, seriously, I froze an ice cream tub that big and a sandwich tub of soup. So I'm going to get at least 1 more meal, if not 2 out of that. And then we'll see. So I finally figured out all the new updates on my phone. Okay, here we go. See, yeah, okay. Now we have a beep, beep, beep going on here at the end of the row because they decided to fix the beautification of the block. Potholes. Yeah, I know. I live in Quebec, okay? And I swear that on our county roads, which is like, you know, the road I take to go to, you know, into the city and stuff. And I swear they don't fix, like if you go on a major highway like the 417 or the 401, those are built so that they don't have to shut down the highway every couple of years to redo the work. Okay, that's how they're built. But they don't build the county roads that way. They don't go down deep enough. They don't put a proper bed of gravel. And every couple of years, the land heaves, especially our road, because when you go from here, stop it, Gracie. When you go from here to Wakefield, the road is really, really bad. And a good portion of it You've got the white line if you're going to Wakefield, you got the white line on the side of the road, and you're 18 to 22 inches away from solid rock wall. And then you got the white line, and then you got about 12 inches, and you have a 15-foot drop to the river, right? So they should, and it is a pain in the ass when they do decide to do work on it. But if they're going to tie up the highway, they should do it in a way where it's going to last. But no, every spring, and I mean, hell, our roads are so bad right now that our road between here and Wakefield is so bad, and they're just filling in cracks and stuff with tar and that. And what bugs the crap out of me is it's so bad that people will drive around the worst spots, and that's dangerous because it's a narrow road. You know what I mean? So people are playing, Russian roulette with potholes and their lives, so to speak. Uh-oh, am I out of my bobbin already? Well, looky there. Alrighty. I put the empty one on this end. This is a great way of keeping bobbins. And the full one there. Twist tie that back up. And hang it back over here. I know it looks clunky, but it works for me. All right. There we go. Oh, Scheisenheimer. Okay. Little things are bloody slippery. Being metal and all, This is the only awkward part. Did it beautifully the other day. I'll wind you back up a little bit. Sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna to the King of Kings. I was watching Call the Midwives yesterday. Or last night when I went to bed because I couldn't sleep. There we go. Let's do this. Pull it up. Pull it out. Take it to the back. And Bob's your uncle. And I need a sip of tea. Hey, Donna Rishi, where you been? Yeah, we're supposed to have our first snowfall on Sunday, honey. So I'm thinking of putting on some long pants and going outside and starting taking lights off the apricot tree. See, this is a scrap quilt. There's pieces made up of pieces. Really? Where are you, EJ? Hey, EJ, we got another parcel from you, I think. It is you that sent stuff, right? And yes, she's allowed to have squeakies. She is. She's allowed. Oh, it's under the sewing machine. She's allowed to have squeakies. She just, when I'm live streaming, I don't like the sound of the squeaky in the background because it distracts me from what I'm talking about or doing, right? Oof. Okay. Make sure this is all pulled down properly. Oh, I love this sewing machine. I love this sewing machine. For car glass to be replaced. The following week, a bunch of cars in the neighborhood had got the windows broken by the kids. Oh, God. And I think this is the way this is going to go. All right, over. Oh, Vermont. Awesome. Okay. Now this is really thick, so I'm going to have to really pull it to get the shape properly, like this, like that. Make sure that's all okay. Been having really weird dreams, folks. Last night it was about a man nobody specific, just a man who was really good at looking after everybody and making sure everybody got what they needed in life, and you know, a general leader, I suppose. And then all of a sudden, power turned him into a monster, literally turned him into a monster, where he was unrecognizable. And it was pretty scary. And I had been trying to tell people over and over and over again, but you know, it was I've been having really weird dreams. I was the night before, it was dreams that I was rescuing people out of the MAID program. You know, this is the kind of thing. They're on the MAID program in Canada is medical assistance in dying. Okay? And okay, last piece, and then I have to go do some work on my computer, and I'll sew it on later, and off camera I will sew this on, and then I will start working with a boundary, or a border, I mean. Well, I try, JB, I really try. Some of this is really ugly old fabric, and it's supposed to look utterly random, but believe it or not, folks, when you're working with quilts, there's no such thing as random application. You know what I mean? Everything has to go in a way, even if it's supposed to look random and old fashioned, I'm still kind of one of those people that has to balance things out to the best of my ability. You guys want me to pin? You want to stay with me while I pin? We need locks on the trash cans to keep the bears out. We try to wait till the last minute to put it out, or he dumps it all over the area of the driveway. Oh yeah. Well, bears are hungry this time of year. They're, you know, all the apples that have fallen, like our pears got cleaned up off the ground by animals. Well, I'm sure it was a bear. Not the apples. Did I say apples or pears? All right. Okay, now. Yeah, suspected spam. I get that a lot too. I get so pissed off because if you want to do something, you want to shop at Walmart or online or anything like that. Is this the end? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is the end. Okay. Whoosh. Let's throw you that way. This is the end I'm going to be putting it on. So it has to go this way. Oh, crap. Did I do this right? Oh, get out from under my sewing machine thing. Okay. I think I did this wrong. Did I put one too many of these on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It must have to go on the other end of the quilt. Yep, there. Let me see if okay, I think I know where I'm going. Oh no, this is 7. 6, I mean, so it's got to be this end. Please be correct. How the hell did I do that? How the hell did I manage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? How? I must have put one block too many on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know how that worked. I don't know how I did that. Okay, so you know what I'm going to do? Dang. I'm going to pull off one end and put it on the other end. I was doing even numbers. Okay, I'm going to leave this for now because it's going to be tedious work. I've got some online work I got to do. And thanks for hanging out with me. It would take me another hour to sort this. I've got to cut one block off the end and turn it and then put it on the other end for it to be, I did it backwards. All right. I love you guys. Take care. God bless. And maybe we'll see you tomorrow. All right. Mwah. Love you. Thanks for hanging out with me. You guys make life so much fun. And remember, folks, I lift you all up in my prayers every day. All of you. And that's just my life these days. I thank God for you every night before I sleep. I thank God for all the blessings in my life, which you guys loom very, very large. Take care. God bless.